I hate grass. No, not that grass. I don't mind that grass. But this cuck, yeah, it had me pulling my hair out and wishing I could use that as grass instead. So let's chat real quick about how you make this stuff. As usual, we'll consult the oracle for a picture of a grass field or something. Once we find something we like, we'll stumble ever so gracefully around Photoshop until we have a tuft of grass with a mostly alpha background. We'll pull this into Unity, and using the terrain system, we can add the new texture as a detail which we can then paint onto the terrain. You can even set it up so that when you hit the play button, it looks like the grass is being moved around by the wind. And this, my friends, is where my real woes began. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm standing in a field of grass, it tends not to pass through me like a cold beer after breaking the seal. Naturally, after never having written a shader in my life, I thought now would be the perfect time to learn. No, seriously though, what even is this? Well, it's one of the pass files that the grass shader that we just looked at uses to make the grass all wavy and stuff. So after doing a bit of research, I figured I could probably just modify this code to take in the position of a player and displace the vertices of the grass even more so that it looks like the player is standing on it. Wrong, because let's say you make a change, then hit the save button, then go back to Unity, then you get this message, then you come back to your code. Chill, I thought. I know who can save us. Yeah, back to the oracle we go.
As you can see, I have these assets. I'll of course have a link to them in the description.
What a lifesaver. Well, scratch that. He left us and took his assets with him. No matter, we can figure this out. We'll hop into Blender, add a plane, unwrap it, make sure the grass lines up, and stack a whole bunch of them together with arbitrary rotations. Back in Unity, we'll add a new lit shader graph. Drag and drop a bunch of blocky thingies on there until it looks a little like this. That just lets us isolate the grass on the texture onto the plane. Then we'll create a material from this shader and drag it into the material of our plane object, and voila, grass. And just before I started getting into vertex shading and all of that stuff, I realized what this means is that I'm gonna have to place these grass objects individually, one by one by one. So, in conclusion, what this means for you is that you can probably expect a couple of tutorials on how to create custom editors in Unity. As for me, I need to work on getting less distracted